Hello, it's Anna here, and today I am thinking Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Now I am creating 3 little tags using the Christmas time collection from Graphic 45, along with the regular size tags and the dies that coordinate. Now I'd already die cut the papers out using the die, and now I'm just inking the edges with black ink, and this is only a light amount of ink because I don't want it to be harsh, just a wee bit soft blackish kind of a frame around it really. And when I'm done with that, I will adhere the pattern paper to the tags themselves, and I'm using the white tags or vanilla, and I am using liquid glue to adhere the papers to the tags themselves, and that is because I will have a bit of time to move things if they are not in the most perfect spot. So this glue helps me a lot and is very forgiving. You could of course use any adhesive that you want, but I just like the extra time that the liquid adhesive gives me. And now that I have stuck all the pattern papers to the tags themselves, I have my background ready. So all I have to do now is decorate. So I cut the image from one of the pattern papers, and this is the 8x8 paper pad I'm using here, and I inked all the edges of those images as well as the little chipboard pieces. So they all have their all little soft blackish frame around them. And now I'm just deciding where I want them, and I'm also adding a doily, and this is about a 5-inch doily, and I'm using red ink, a bit more Christmassy kind of a red, to ink the edges of the doily. You could of course buy or use pre-colored ones, but I have loads of these white ones around, and I like using my supplies to make them fit what I need at any given moment. So now that I've inked all the edges, I am going to be using double-sided adhesive to stick these to the backgrounds. It's very important to use strong adhesive because these will be loose-ish, so in case something happens they won't fall off. I'm just sticking that to the background itself, and I'm basically centering it ish. I'm just eyeballing it, and then I'm going to be using that image I cut out and the little chipboard piece, and this is quite a clean and simple tag. I am using foam tape to stick that to the background to give it a bit more of a dimension, and I'm doing that same with the chipboard piece, and I'm just adding a bit more color because I thought the edges were a wee bit too harsh, and I'm also adding a bit of sparkle using mica spray from Ranger. I'm not using a lot, I just want to add a little bit of shine to the tag without taking away from the image itself. So I'm just adding a bit of splatters here and there until I think it's, well, sparkly enough, and I'm just dabbing these off with the paper towel, and then I just stick these 2 little pieces to the tag itself. And I'm also going to be adding these pretty red flowers as well. I absolutely love the colors of these. Oh, gorgeous flowers, and they are really they keep their form really nice. And then I'm going to be using double-sided adhesive to stick the flowers down, as well as liquid glue. Now I'm just picking the flowers that I want to use for this particular tag, and arranging them so that I am all happy with the result really. And same here, it's really important to use strong adhesive because you don't want this to be falling apart. And that is why I choose to mix together double-sided adhesive, a very strong one, as well as liquid, so that I know that things won't fall apart, and at the same time the liquid glue gives me a little bit of time, a few seconds of maneuvering in case I get things wrong. Now I'm just squishing these together until I'm happy with the way they look. That's the great thing about paper flowers, you can manipulate the shape a bit. And then of course I need to add something gold, and well, the matte pearls are absolutely gorgeous. I just love them. I reach for them every single time I use anything that's graphic 45 related in it. They just fit everything. And I'm just arranging them here and there. No particular order, I'm just deciding as I go. And I usually keep them in group of 3s. It's not a rule, but it kind of happened really. Maybe because I like the way that looks. And when I put this down, I noticed that I wanted a bit more sparkliness. So I'm using that same mica spray as I did before. And I'm just putting a small amount on my glass pot. And I'm just using a very little detailed brush to add tiny bit of splatters here and there. And then I'll also be using that same pencil to add larger sections of sparkliness on the flowers, on the little chipboard piece, and on the image itself, just to help the eye find even more sparkle in this tag. Because, well, it is a Christmas tag and I am utterly unable to skip the sparkliness when I'm doing anything Christmas related. So here are all 3 tags finished. I did the same thing to each and every one, just placed the flowers differently here and there. And so I am at least getting started on my Christmas preparation, so that is a good thing. And here are a few close-ups of the tags. And I thank you so much for watching. See you again later. Bye.